Please be upstanding for the graduands and the official parties.
tukuninga ki pūre huroa. Koutou ngā pia I whai ake angitu, tēnā rā koutou. Ngā tauira no tū whakarangira, ko koutou hoki no te whare o te hauora. Mauria maira o koutou tini mātauranga, mō koutou whānau kia whakanui ai a koutou koe ki te taumata e. Nau mai hara maira, whakatau maira.
A tēnā koutou katoa, he mihi tino mahana. Warm greetings to you all gathered here today. I declare this congregation to be in session. Please remain standing as we start our proceedings today with the University Waiata Te Kuninga ki Purihiroa. Please be seated. A tēnei te mihi atu, ki te iti, ki te rahi, te katoa. A koutou, kua rau I ka mai nei I tēnei rangi nui whakaharahara. I tangi tonu ana, tēnā kau mō rātou ki ngaro I te tirohonga kānohi, haere, koutou, haere, o te atu. Ki a tātou te kānohi ora e huhui nei, I raro I te maru o Oteha, tēnā tātou. Ki te iwi kāinga, Ngāti Pātua ki Kaipara, tai atu ke wana piranga katoa, tēnā koutou katoa, no reira. Karangatanga katoa, tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou katoa. Vice-Chancellor, Massey University Council members, members of the university community, members of the events team, distinguished guests, graduates and whānau. My name is Michael Ahi. I am Chancellor of the Massey University Council, and I chair the group responsible for overseeing the university's governance, as well as having the great pleasure in presiding over graduation ceremonies and conferring qualifications to the successful students of Massey University. My thanks, firstly, to all involved in putting this ceremony together. Graduation is always a special event for the university, and I extend a very warm welcome to you all to this autumn graduation for 2021, the final of 8 ceremonies here in Auckland. At Massey, we strive to solve the real-world problems that stand to make a difference in people's lives. Through the combined efforts of our research and teaching, new solutions and discoveries are made to address the challenges that face us all. And our graduates here at Massey University complete their chosen course of study with more than knowledge. They leave with the capability and the confidence to change the world around them, to establish new pathways, to lead the way forward, and to make life better for those around them. We are immensely proud of our graduates and the entrepreneurial spirit that they possess. This week, Massey University is awarding to a total of 1,603 students. That is a lot of handshakes for your Chancellor. And at this ceremony, degrees will be conferred and diplomas awarded in the College of Creative Arts and the College of Health, a total of 157 in person, plus a further 16 in absentia. Ladies and gentlemen, graduations are festive occasions and our biggest celebration of academic success. And while today is about you, graduands, it is also about your family and your friends who have encouraged and supported you and who are here tonight to acknowledge your success. So to those of you in the audience, when your loved one crosses the stage tonight, don't hold back. Be exuberant, be loud. Their few seconds on stage mean all the more for you being here. So please don't be afraid to contribute fully to their experience. Kei te pai. Graduands, by the end of today, you will be part of a Massey alumni family more than 150,000 people strong around the world. As Chancellor, I welcome you to this new whānau and hope that through the many connections it offers, your careers will be supported and indeed your lives enhanced. I say this to you because your university cares for you. You are each part of the Massey University legacy, part of a story now written, and part of the chapters yet to come. Graduands, before you cross the stage today, I wish you congratulations once more. Continue to work hard. Take all the opportunities that life gives you. I know that you will continue to aim high and succeed in whatever you choose to accomplish in your life. Do us proud. Nō reira, a tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou, a tēnā huhui, mai tātou katoa. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Michael Ahi, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer the degrees on those to be presented and on those in absentia. Professor Mark Henriksen, a professor from the School of Social Work, will call the names of graduates and recipients of certificates and diplomas in the College of Creative Arts and the College of Health. Professor Jill McCutcheon, Pro Vice Chancellor, College of Health, will hand out the parchments.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Creative Media Production the graduand I'm about to name, Chanel Agnes Barbosa. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Bachelor of Design with Honours the graduands I'm about to name, Charlotte Neve Barclay. Alicia Hazelhurst. Gemma Maria Thompson, First Class Honours. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Māori Visual Arts the candidate I'm about to name, Israel Manarangi Randall with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Certificate in Public Health the candidate I am about to name, Uelingi Faumuina. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Bachelor of Health Science the graduands I am about to name, Ivana Aroha Herana Brothers. Michaela Lauren Carpenter. Elizabeth Jade Dempsey. Michelle Antoinette Gilbert. Samantha Jane Harris. Ashley Lillian Mayo. Roach. Maria Catherine Roach. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Nursing the graduands I am about to name: Crystal Angel Babatugon. Meredith Susan Barker. Jade Amy Butler. Chanel Shiwani Chan. Lauren Maria Cole. Caitlin Ann Cox. Leandre De Beer. Jane Andrea Bautista de Leon. Chelsea Ford. Carmen Sylvie Gilbert. Ela Jane Godsell. Danielle Grace Hemmingson. Natasha Jane Hilton. Talia Caitlin Jennings. Talisa Vake Aesola Imong Tapukava. Casey Kruger. Lauren Ann McGregor. Anna Rose McPherson. Jolene Ellen Meyer. Casey Lorraine McDowell. Zara Dawn Middleton White. Sasha Jane Molnar. Michelle Michael Margaret Morunga. Vu Truk Mai Nguyen. Madison Paige Olson. Sarah Matthew Puliodel. Tamsin Ada Riley. Anik Helene Richterish, Massey Scholar. Brittany Sarah Rugg. Melissa Ruby Sparks. Amy Rose Stewart. Olivia Charlotte Tiffin. Kylie Ciara Van Vliet. Amber Lingru Wang. Taylor Alice Welsh. Nui Win. Sarah Isabel Young. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Science the graduands I am about to name. Ruby Kelsey Rose Alexander. Sophie Joan Alexander. Catherine Ruth Brookbanks. Ella Rose Brower. Nicole Zoe Buchan. Isabella Charlotte Coombs. Gabrielle Cortez. Summer Rose Coughlin. Alexandra Kate Dooley. Shannon Sarah Rose Green. Olivia Kate Hall, Massey Scholar. Marjal Angelai Judía Hermanoche. Damayanti Hobin. Darian Marie Holton. Christy Michelle Jordan. Gabrielle Mary Joseph. Xiu Feng Lai. Tam Sarah Leach. Connor William Lustosa McKenzie. Marcos Vinicius Mantovani. Darren John McCarthy. Sally Victoria Pattison. Rachel Marie Perry. Marsha Bellworthy Piddington. Anita Sumiko Randall Clark. Hannah Charlotte Scott. Rebecca Phoebe Rose Sidford. Abigail Ruth Tompkinson. Cameron Stewart Williams. Hannah Margaret Wilton. Anastasia Woolsey. Mengyu Yang. Caleb Ross Young. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Social Work the graduands I am about to name. Maria Apostol. Rebecca Amelia Giller, First Class Honors, Massey Scholar. Elizabeth Ann Halapua. Alice May Holston Adcock. Suliasi Tonga Massey. Danica Shante Monsignor. Grace Afinamua. Beatrice Ndebele. Juan Petrus Oberholzer. Rupert Owen Taylor, Massey Scholar. Sariana Karen Marie Ulindole. Nazli Wagi. Kirsty Lee Jean Wilson. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise the graduand I'm about to name, Kaylee Knight. Thank you, Chancellor.
Kia ora anō. It's now my great pleasure to invite Professor Boyd Swinburne to address the graduands. Boyd is Professor of Population Nutrition and Global Health at the University of Auckland and Honorary Professor in the Global Centre at Deakin University, Australia. Boyd trained as an endocrinologist and has conducted research in metabolic, clinical and public health aspects of obesity. His major research interests centre on community and policy actions to prevent childhood and adolescent obesity and reduce what he has coined obesogenic environments. He leads the Informis initiative to monitor and benchmark food environments in over 60 countries. He established the World Health Organization's first collaborating centre on obesity prevention at Deakin University in 2003 and led 2 Lancet series on obesity in 2011 and 2015. He was co-chair of the World Obesity Policy and Prevention Section 209 and 2019 and co-chair of the Lancet Commission on Obesity 2015-2019. Ladies and gentlemen, would you give a warm welcome to Professor Swinburne?
Tēnā koutou katoa. No tamaki makaura ahau, ko Waitakere te maonga, ko Waitamata te wai, ko tangata tiriti Pākehā te iwi, ko Oratia te marae, ko Boyd Swinburne toko ingoa, e mahi ana ahau ki te whare wananga o tamaki makaura. No reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Chancellor Michael Ahi and Vice-Chancellor Jan Thomas, Council members, academic staff, and most important of all, graduands and your whānau and friends. This is indeed a great honour to address you on this wonderful occasion. I personally get a real buzz out of these celebrating with students their achievements. I have 2 PhD students graduating on Tuesday at University of Auckland, so I love these flamboyant dress-up parties, so I'll be looking like Batman again in a few days. I love it. Now my job, if I understand correctly, Chancellor, is to stand up here and offer these wonderful graduands some very short, inspiring words of wisdom, and then to sit down very quickly. I could do that in just 6 words, but that would be a bit too cryptic. So forgive me if I embellish them slightly. My daughter has a saying that's carried her through life, which is that you can be anything that you want, but if you can be a pirate, you should be a pirate. Well, she is a pirate. She's a very happy and colourful and successful pirate as she wanders around the world from Mexico to Ibiza to Bali, making enough money to get by, but never enough to hand any of it over to any tax man of any country. So the world can withstand a few crazy pirates like her to add a little bit of grit and flavour to our global soup. But honestly, to get the world out of the mess that it's in, we need a whole lot of people doing good stuff, not just being pirates. And so those are my first 2 words to you: do good. And since you're all here graduating from the health and social work and science and creative arts fields, you're already on the positive side of the ledger. You're already self-selected to make this world a better place, to do more than just earn a living or to get by for your own sake. So good on you. You know, there are many perfectly nice people who earnestly work away in industries that do harm to society. 1/3 of the health life years lost in this country every year are caused by 3 harmful products: tobacco, alcohol, and unhealthy food. So for those people working in those industries, that amounts to a fair bit of do-gooding outside their work to get back on the positive side of the ledger. Also, money traders, arms dealers, and billionaires, they've got a lot of community work to do as well. So apologies for any community-minded, philanthropic billionaires, arms traders, and money traders here. But I love people like you that already have inside you the do good, to make a difference, and in the end, that desire to do good will settle into your marrow, and that will become who you are. And so wear that do-gooder badge with pride. But actually, to do good is not good enough. You have to do well. And this is where I get to say a huge congratulations to you, because you all have done exceedingly well. With the support of your friends and whānau, you've demonstrated that you can do high quality work and pass the tests by doing well, to have your degrees. So keep up that quality of work and do well in whatever you do at life. But actually, doing good and doing well isn't enough. We're running out of time, people. This world is in a bit of a crisis of climate change, environmental degradation, loss of democracy, and the tyranny of a huge power of multinational corporations. Doing good and doing well isn't going to be enough to fix this mess, so we need you to advocate. We need you to be advocates, advocate for change to create the systems that we need for the 21st century. Now, I work in the area of obesity prevention, as you've heard, and it's very clear to me that the globalised food system that's creating highly palatable, cleverly marketed, cheaply priced, readily available, ultra-processed foods is driving up obesity in every corner of the world. The obesity epidemic has not been caused by the simultaneous collapse of willpower or loss of personal responsibility for health. It's been caused by the obesogenic food system, which is dominated by profits. So that means if we want food systems, for example, to change from creating diabetes, food insecurity, polluted rivers, and methane emissions, to one that promotes health, that promotes equity, that promotes environmental sustainability, as well as economic prosperity, we have to speak up and we have to be advocates. We have to change that system. So our responsibilities, beyond eating healthily for ourselves, we need to be advocates for healthy foods in our homes, in our schools, in our universities, our workplaces, our supermarkets, and we need to be advocates for governments to govern in favour of children's health, not corporate wealth. So do good, do well, and advocate. Advocate for change that's needed in this 21st century. But of course, that's not enough either. There's one more important word to come, and that is enjoy. What a privilege it is to be in this country. What a privilege it is to graduate from this university. And what a privilege it is to have all the possibilities of life lying out ahead of you, including even the possibility of being a pirate, but I only want 3 out of this group to be a pirate because we can't afford any more than that. Enjoy all that because life's not a dress rehearsal. So do good, do well, advocate, and enjoy. 6 words to remember or 6 words to toss in the bin, it's up to you. Ngā mihi nui, kia ora koutou.
Tēnā koe, Professor. You have overachieved. You've inspired the audience and you were fast. Kia ora, ngā mihi nui kia koe. Thank you very much, Boyd. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give Boyd another round of applause for that wonderful address? Thank you so much. Kia ora anō, everybody. Thank you all. We will now continue with the conferment of degrees and the award of university diplomas.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Certificate in Science and Technology the candidate I'm about to name, Sidra Sherwani. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Environmental Health the candidates I'm about to name, Yasmin Annabelle Agnew. Jessica May Gardner. Maria Radevska. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety the candidate I'm about to name, Shalu Rahinuma Khan. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing the candidates I'm about to name, Muha Hami Jackson. Anuja Mary Marcos. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Health Science the candidate I'm about to name, Fadi Bahi. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing the graduands I'm about to name, Babade Akinola Bamidele. Kelly Anahera Harper-Waho. Shanal Shivasani. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the postgraduate diploma in rehabilitation the candidate I'm about to name, Deirdre Allison Slaney Heath. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Applied Social Work the graduands I'm about to name, Arnie Elizabeth Bingham. Nikki Margaret Buckley, first class honors. Nelson Farai Chitando. Emerson Tatiana Mikara Malo Corbett Montgomery. Godwin Ignatius Santana de Sa. Lati Lavelula Jedediah. Leemo Mamea Sua Saulotonga. Edna Rumbidza Mutakumira. Christina Sylvia Patterson. Jacob Roy Patasaro. Shanae Marie Peters. Garth Alexander Reed, first class honors. Kirsty Teresa Riley, first class honors. Augustus Malcolm Robertson. Fatima Rishnaz Supani. Ashwini Tilagalingam. Rebecca Marie Wilson. Yangchen Yang. New Zhu. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Health Science the graduand I'm about to name, Anarika Pretorius. With distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Nursing the graduands I am about to name. Rebecca Mary Fenn. Moira Melville Haycock, with distinction. Lisa Niroli Henderson, with distinction. Manpreet Kaur. Karti Ritasha Kumar. Sharon Elizabeth Meadows. Nicola Catherine Nkube. Claire Elizabeth Penny, with distinction. Pamela Ann Rudolph. Catherine Ann Tepo, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Science the graduands I am about to name. Jamie Shan Saville Berger. Olivia Susan Kitson. Brittany Barbara Malcolm. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Social Work the graduand I'm about to name, Jasmine Marie Albert, with distinction. Chancellor, the degrees are also conferred and the diplomas are also awarded to those who are in absentia. Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you, everyone. It is now my pleasure to invite Janice Lim to make the valedictory address on behalf of the students. Janice is a doctoral scholar from the School of Health Sciences. Her PhD was in nutritional science, focusing on antioxidant-rich plant extracts and their impact on slowing the progression of prediabetes to type 2 diabetes mellitus. Her career goal is to see more people and the wider community living healthier lives through better nutrition. In her spare time, she likes to go hiking and explore the different terrains that New Zealand has to offer. One of her favourite spots is Great Barrier Island, despite the wobbly flight it took to get there, she tells me. Janice is also working hard to tick off a bucket list to, inverted commas, do something new in New Zealand after completing her PhD study. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Janice to the stage.
Thank you, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Council and staff, and congratulations to all of you graduates, whānau and friends. It is indeed a very joyous occasion today. There might be some of you graduates whose whānau and friends can't be with you today due to border restrictions, but don't be dismayed. I'm certain they are rejoicing with you wherever they are and celebrating your great achievement today. Massey has taught me many things. It has taught me how to think critically, work creatively, and to embrace and thrive in challenges. Most importantly, it has taught me to always be mindful that my accomplishments are never my own, but attributed to the people placed in my life. And I would like to especially thank my supervisors for always being present and bring the best out of me. As a lifelong researcher in nutrition, I have come to formulate my very own nutritious recipe for success in life that I would like to share with you today. The first ingredient being attention, especially to the small things. It is profound how the small things in life can have a great impact. The COVID-19 pandemic is a good example. It is started by a super tiny virus of about 100 nanometers that in fact has no life in itself, but manages to wreck the whole world and still is amongst us. Indeed, big things are the accumulation of small things. Therefore, do not disregard the small good habits you keep daily, nor dismiss the little dream or idea that you fantasize about as you fall asleep. Don't bury it, but let it grow in you, and surely you will see it come to fruition. Therefore, never brush off the small things as insignificant, but pay close attention to them. The second ingredient, persistence. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Massey University. Big things take time, so be patient and be persistent. I started learning how to play squash in New Zealand. As I was playing interclub games as a newbie, I was badly trashed at most games. But it was during those critical moments that I would hear my teammates cheering me on saying, "Just one more point," that spurred me on to do my best, and it worked. I did get that point. Therefore, stay persistent. Your victory might just be one little step away. The third ingredient, balance. Winnie the Pooh once said, quote, "Doing nothing often leads to the best of something," unquote. Don't get caught up in the business of life. Instead, be intentional in what you want to achieve. Remind yourself to take a break when you need it. Resting the mind is as important as resting the body. You have a great journey ahead of you, so chill and relax and enjoy every moment you're in. With that, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and may you cling on to the friendships you made here, and let the valuable lessons you learned at Massey be a beacon of light to guide you in your navigation through life. Thank you.
Tēnā koe, Janice. Thank you for those very wise words. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two things left to do in our procedures today. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge a very special person who is on stage with me. Council Member Colin Harvey. He does not know this is about to happen. He does now. The gentleman to my right, Colin Harvey, this will be his last graduation ceremony. At the end of this year, he will step down from the Massey Council after serving for 8 years. He has seen many, many graduations. Colin graduated 53 years from Massey, 53 years and 32 days, I calculated, Colin, with a Bachelor of Agricultural Science. You must have been extremely young when you graduated. Colin shares many, many things. He has been a tremendous council member, and I wanted to acknowledge him publicly today. And also, he is also from my own hometown. We share the same hometown, the centre of the known universe, Opanaki. Colin, you have been a tremendous asset to the university. You are a true friend of Massey University. You are a terrific and wonderful New Zealander, and I want to acknowledge you fully and publicly here today. Colin, thank you. Thank you very much, Colin. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with the final part of our formal procedures today, which is the conferment to doctoral graduates. I'll now hand over to the Vice-Chancellor.
Thank you, Chancellor. A doctorate, either a PhD or a professional name doctorate, is the highest research degree awarded by the university. The successful completion of a doctorate represents a significant achievement. Through the submission of a sustained piece of research, expressed in the production of a written thesis of no more than 100,000 words, or a creative work of equivalent size and scope, or via a series of publications, candidates are expected to make an original contribution to knowledge in a specific field of study. Candidates will typically spend 3 to 4 years of full-time research solving a problem or addressing a particular set of questions. An international panel of experts then examines the resulting body of work through both written and oral examination. Doctoral research is challenging and represents a huge commitment to advancing research and scholarship. We honour the achievements of our doctoral graduands by inviting them to come onto the stage, thereby formally welcoming them into the academic and scholarly community and acknowledging their entitlement to be called doctor. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy the graduands I am about to name. Miriam Delshad Siyahakali, Doctoral Scholar. Chancellor, early identification of risk factors for childhood fracture could enable the instigation of lifestyle changes, thus enhancing bone mineralisation, preventing fractures and improving adult bone health. Ms Delshad Siyahakali's research provided valuable insight into understanding fracture history and related modifiable risk factors in children living in Auckland, New Zealand. Chancellor, Dr Delshad Siyahakali. Lindsay Marie Ellis. Climate change exacerbates social inequities. To prepare a response, Ms Ellis conducted action research with the social work community. Her findings have contributed to a change in the Social Work Code of Ethics and produced a definition of sustainable social work, an educational framework for the social work curriculum, and a model of sustainable action for practice. Chancellor, Dr Ellis. Sophie Jane Kindlesides. The high level of dietary sugars and fats in the Western diet are key drivers of obesity. Ms Kindlesides investigated the sensory perception of taste, confirming this as a promising target for future weight loss and intervention strategies, and demonstrating links with food intake, eating behaviour and body composition. Chancellor, Dr Kindlesides. Winseen Janice Lim, Doctoral Scholar. Prediabetes is a condition that poses a high risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Ms Lim has demonstrated that antioxidant-rich plant extracts from New Zealand pine bark, grapeseed, rooibos tea and olive leaf may help improve glycemic control in individuals with prediabetes and thus slow the progression of prediabetes into type 2 diabetes. Chancellor, Dr Lim. Nikki Rochelle Renal. In the context of obesity, Ms Renal's research provides greater understanding of the association between habitual diet and the gut microbiota. Whether the microbiota is a cause or consequence of metabolic health has yet to be elucidated. However, she found that habitually consuming a diverse range of foods rich in dietary fibre was associated with distinct microbiota profiles and lower metabolic disease risk. Chancellor, Dr Renal. Thank you, Chancellor. Would all our graduates please stand? He honore nui te whakatau atu I a koutou, hei raukura o te kuninga ki Pure Huroa. It is my great honour to welcome you as alumni of Massey University. The award of a university degree carries many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I charge you as graduates of Massey University to use what you have learnt for your own betterment and for the benefit of your communities. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and discovery. I charge you to remember the lessons Massey University has taught you about the worth of others, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you have had. I charge you to set goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And in all that you do, I charge you to be deserving of the good name of Massey University. Congratulations. You may now be seated.
Kia ora mai tātou. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Tēnā tātou te whare. Thank you, everyone. We now reach the end of our formal proceedings today, and can I give congratulations once more to our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, when we conclude the ceremony, could I ask that you remain in your seats until the processions have left the auditorium. And with that, I therefore declare this congregation to be adjourned. If I could now ask you to please stand, join in as we do a rousing rendition of God Defend New Zealand. E tūnei, thank you.
Oh